I'm here at the LGS Innovations 2018 Innovation Summit, and I am very honored to be joined by the one and only Santa and Mrs. Claus. Thank you guys for coming today.
And Olive.
And Olive, I can't forget. So, I would like to ask you, first and foremost, about the importance of jolliness in the workplace.
Santa is all about jolliness. That's what the whole North Pole experience is about. That's what keeps the elves working up at the North Pole, and it keeps Santa and Mrs. sane during the Christmas season.
I hear that there may be some innovations coming down the line in toy manufacturing and distribution. You guys have quite a job on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, we certainly do.
So what we would like to work with you on is maybe the manufacturing and distribution process to really make this efficient enough that you can even get a little bit of time off to enjoy some cookies with the missus.
Sounds good.
That's one of my greatest joys. She makes wonderful cookies. Well, the innovations in the workshop are largely with the electronics. Everything is electronic today, and the days of the little toy cars made of wood and little airplanes made of wood have long gone. Kids aren't interested in that anymore. So we have to have a lot more elves that understand electronics, and
Better than we do.
better than we do,
Which
yes.
doesn't take very much.
Fortunately, we know lots of kids 10, 12 years old, and they help explain the electronics to Santa when he can't figure them out himself.
In the spirit of technology, do you ever think about upgrading the sleigh to a smart sleigh?
Oh, I don't think the reindeer
Well,
would like that.
Well, he uses a GPS because
Oh.
children
Yeah, that
because
that
children
technology.
move, and children are always concerned that we won't know where they are. So the GPS is really helpful with that, and you can keep track of where
And we-
Santa is.
And we use electronics so when kids are visiting grandma instead of at home, we know where grandma's house is and can make sure we get things to the right house.
That's really important. So it has been upgraded over the years.
It has, yes.
As there are more kids in the world.
And it will
Well,
continue to
What
be.
we do, there's a story with that. That's how Santa wound up on his own naughty list. Because the world is so big, we've had to put the list on a computer. And guess who doesn't know how to use a computer?
Not good on
Not
computers.
very good. Well, one night I was so tired, and he wanted to help, so he
Even though I'd been told,
to stay away.
stay away from the computer, because
Yeah.
I mess it up.
Go ahead.
Yeah. So I just wanted to help her because I felt so sorry for her, and I snuck in there at night and I put a few names on the good list, and it worked. So I went and got a plate of cookies. And you have to have milk with cookies. So sat down with a glass of milk, reached for a cookie, right in the keyboard. And I went to bed
Hoping it would dry out by morning.
praying that it would be dry by morning, and it wasn't. And I got up in the morning and I tiptoed into her office to check things out. Right there at the top of the naughty list, Santa.
And how do you get off the naughty list? Like Santa. how
First
do
of
you
all,
get
you
off
don't lie about it. You never ever lie about it. You tell the truth.
And then you
and you
apologize.
apologize, and you make sure you don't do it again. I don't even go in her office anymore.
Probably a smart man. But you're right, everyone makes mistakes.
Yes.
That's
I've
right.
made plenty.
We all do.
It's nice to know
Yep.
that Santa has even made a mistake in his life. I don't think we often think about that.
I think Mrs. Claus could probably mention quite a few.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
My last question is about Rudolph. I
Yeah.
think, he gets the most recognition now, but he sure had a tough start.
He
With
did.
that reindeer herd, he was bullied a little bit.
That's right.
How did he get over that? How did he become friends with the other reindeer, and how did they accept him?
Well, even when they had picked on him and gave him a tough time, he remained positive. And he always did what he was expected to do. He always treated the other reindeer nicely, even when they were not very nice to him. And eventually, the other reindeer discovered what a sweetheart he was. And then, of course, when he saved Christmas with his red nose, that really helped get him to the top. So he's very well loved.
Yes, and we're all a little bit different, but sometimes
That's
our
right.
differences really are what saves the day.
That's right.
Olive and Mrs. Claus and Santa, of course, thank you guys for joining us
You're very
today.
welcome.
I really appreciate
Our
it.
pleasure.
Enjoyed meeting you. Our pleasure.
Nice
You
to
bet.
meet you both.